Welcome to another episode of Sports and Discourse with your host, Derek Stevenson. And before we get into this Kansas game tonight, I just wanted to do a little preview of one of the newer recruits, a kid out of the 2025 class, Jasper Johnson, a point guard who is currently a 4-star. He will be in attendance tonight, and hopefully, he's a guy that we might have to start paying a little attention to. I think Kentucky's about to start recruiting him pretty heavily, so we'll see. We're gonna do a little reaction, and we're gonna check out a couple of clips of Jasper and see what we think about him, man. So let's get to it. And I've already checked out a few little clips of him, but right off the bat, he kind of gives me a little bit of vibes of De'Aaron Fox, man. Kind of like that. He's kind of built sort of the same way, like a lanky left-handed guard. Seems like he's a pretty decent ball handler. Kind of almost shoots the same way De'Aaron does, to be honest. He gets to the basket pretty decent. He's pretty athletic. The one thing that the one thing that I definitely noticed right off the bat is he still hasn't developed much physically. But he's 2025, so technically he still got a little ways to go. He still got a couple more years to play and develop, and hopefully he'll start to take his strength and conditioning really serious. Because that's one of the things that I just see that kind of holds a lot of the top recruited players back is it just seems like they're just underdeveloped when they get to college. And same thing that I think hurt Anyenzo this year for us. I think if Anyenzo was a little bit more physically ready, I think he could have been a little bit. He could have been more of a contributor this year in his first year, even though technically he reclassed, so he actually should have still been in high school. But I like the kid's athleticism, his ability to get to the basket. But like I said, he just got to get a little bit bigger, in my opinion. But he just kind of reminds me of Fox, man. Just going to the basket uh, seems to be his strength. Now, the one thing that I will say is right off the bat, I can tell he's not as fast as De'Aaron Fox. De'Aaron Fox is one of the fastest players that ever came through Kentucky. But I love his athleticism, even though he's young. He looks like he's going to get stronger. He's probably going to get more athletic. Hopefully, he will get faster because I feel like that might be one of the only things that slows him down. See, when he makes some of his moves, he just not quite as swift with it as like some of those top-notch guards that come to Kentucky. But I like that move right there. He actually, for as lanky as he is, he just seemed like he got a knack to score when he's going to the basket, and that was a pretty strong move. You like to see guys be able to finish with contact and to go through some bodies and still get the ball to the basket. He probably should have actually got the foul call right there, but he still was able to go on and finish the basket. And that's what I like to see. I would have to check his actual stats to see what kind of a shooter he really is, but he actually looks like he's a pretty decent shooter. But I'm sure he's gonna have to get better. But like I said, he's got a nice little package going to the basket. He looked like he's got some floaters in his game. He shoots. It looks like he shoots decent when he's open. So, but I really like his ability to get to the rack. He seems to have pretty good body control. He definitely finishes more. He's a strong finisher going to his strong dominant hand. Obviously, I'd like to see him make some more plays going to his right, so I could see like, how good he is when he's going with that non-dominant hand. But he's pretty solid in his dominant hand. But obviously, we know when you get to that next level, you got to have the whole entire package because they're going to be coming for you. They're going to be running players at you in all directions. They're going to be scouting you for your weaknesses. So you got to be able to go both ways. You got to be able to turn the corner on anybody. But it seems like he likes to go back to his left pretty much no matter where he's at on the court. But he's good at it so far. It looks like they can't stop him, really. I'm not really sure how tall he is, actually. And that play right there, let me run. See, this play right here, I feel like going to his right, he's just not as strong. So he started going to his right and he ended up coming back to his left. But I'd like to see him be able to go all the way around his man to his right and finish on the right side of the basket without having to come back every time. He actually, legitimately, he probably walked right there. But like I said, man, he's got a nice little float package right there. He looks pretty good doing that. He seems to be a pretty solid ball handler, but obviously he could stand to improve on it a little bit. But he's definitely got to learn to go right some. But I feel like he's going to be pretty tough, man. He's able to, like I said, he's able to finish with contact. He's able to finish with contact. He seems like he's long and lanky built. He could potentially get even bigger. I'm not sure exactly how tall he is. If y'all know how tall he is, let me know in the comment section because I haven't really checked. I just heard of him, and this is the first time I ever really peeped him out. So let me know how tall he is in the comments. But yeah, I think he's promising, man. Now I'm not ready to just say he's the Aaron Fox level, but he's giving me the vibes of De'Aaron Fox. He kind of plays the game the same way. He's just not quite as fast. Obviously, he's not as athletic, but he's still young, so he could potentially become as athletic as De'Aaron. I don't never think he's going to be as fast. But I think he should be fast enough to, if he perfects his ball handling, especially with his right hand, that he shouldn't have a problem getting to his spots on the court. So I just want to see him keep improving. I'm gonna keep him on my radar. You guys keep watching him and let me know what you think of him. And like I said, he'll be at the game tonight, checking out Kentucky versus Kansas. Hopefully, we'll be pulling out that victory, man, on our way to our 5th win in a row and giving Kansas their 4th loss in a row, their first time losing 4 games since Bill Self has been the coach. So anyways, man, you guys let me know what you think about Jasper Johnson, and we'll get back at it next time. Sports and Discourse with Derek Stevenson.